Today we will start from hydrolysis of alkyl halide. Okay, alkyl halide means RX हो गया, ठीक है. हाइड्रोलाइसिस तो अभी हाइड्रोलाइसिस किसके थ्रू से करता है? एक्वियस सॉल्यूशन ऑफ KOH के साथ डाल दिया. ओके, तो इधर से OH जो है नेगेटिव चार्ज है, X जो है नेगेटिव चार्ज है RX में, तो नेगेटिव नेगेटिव एक्सचेंज हो गया. समझ में ना? तो क्या आ गया? KX प्लस ROH आ गया. समझ में ना? To avoid dehydrohalogenation, dehydro means वाटर एंड आपका हेलोजन दोनों को निकालने का प्रोसेस हो, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? डिहाइड्रोहेलोजिनेशन बोलते हैं. ओके, ऑफ RX माइल अल्कालीज लाइक मोइस्ट पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड जो है वो यूज करता है बोल के बोला. ओके, हाइड्रोलाइसिस ऑफ अल्काइल हैलाइड, तो उसमें किसने जल्दी हाइड्रोलाइसिस होता है बोलने से RI सबसे हाईएस्ट होता है, इसके बाद RBr आता है, इसके बाद RCl आता है. ओके, और आपका अल्काइल हैलाइड में भी टर्सरी जल्दी होगा, देन सेकेंडरी, देन प्राइमरी होगा बोल के बोला. ओके, तो दिस here the hydrolysis of alkyl halides are in the order of RI is greater than RBr, that is greater than RCl, then RF should be at last. Okay, why? Clear? And second question is, tertiary alkyl halide is greater than secondary is greater than primary alkyl halide in case of hydrolysis. Give reason. समझ में ना? So two types of questions may arise from here. For the first answer, RI, RBr, RCl, this is because of difference of the size. If the size of the halogen group is smaller, then the bond should be stronger, which make difficult for hydrolysis. Whereas in case of second part, that is tertiary is greater than secondary, then primary. In this case, in tertiary alkyl halide, we have 3 R groups. Thereby, attack of nucleophile is difficult. So that is why tertiary that have tertiary alkyl halide have stable carbocations, then secondary, then primary. That is your answer. Okay, so stable alkyl halide means easy to attack the nucleophile. This is of nucleophilic substitution reactions. Okay, next we will have hydrolysis of ether. Ether means functional group O. So if the R group in ether, that is here ROR, so both the R are equal. This is of symmetrical ether. If one is R, another one is RDS, that means the number of carbon atom in the alkyl group is different, then it is called as a unsymmetrical ether. And this ether on hydrolysis in presence of acid catalyst gives an alcohol. Next is about the from primary amines. From primary amines. Primary amines on treatment with nitrous acid. Primary amines on treatment with nitrous acid gives alcohol. Okay, here RNH2 is primary amine. Okay, why primary? Only R group is there. Clear? Means NH3 जो एमोनिया है, एमोनिया से आपको एक H को एक R ने ये किया तो प्राइमरी एमिन्स हो गया. ओके, तो R2NH होने से क्या हो गया? सेकेंडरी. समझ में ना? RNH होने से मीन्स R3N होने से टर्सरी. समझ में ना? सो प्राइमरी एमिन ले लो तो अभी ISONO मीन्स दैट ISNO2 है ये, दैट मीन्स नाइट्रस एसिड बोलते हैं इसको, समझ में ना। नाइट्रस एसिड कैसा बनाता है, सोडियम नाइट्राइट विथ HCl जो है दोनों को मिक्स करो तो नाइट्रस एसिड बनेगा, समझ में ना। तो नाइट्रस एसिड जो है उसको हम लोग फूमिंग नाइट्रिक एसिड भी बोलते हैं उसको, ओके। तो नाइट्रस एसिड को हम लोग ये डाल दिया तो क्या मिलता है बोला, अल्कोहल, नाइट्रोजन एंड वाटर मिलता है बोल के बोला, ओके क्लियर। सो थ्रू दिस प्रोसेस दैट मीन्स फ्रॉम प्राइमरी एमीन वी कैन कन्वर्ट इनटू अल्कोहल, समझ में ना। मिथाइल एमीन does not give, okay, methyl alcohol where when treatment with nitrous acid. It gives methyl methanoate and nitromethane. Now next is by alcoholic fermentation, okay। तो इधर देखो सुक्रोज जो है हाइड्रोलाइसिस किया एंजाइम इन्वर्टेज में तो क्या मिला, ग्लूकोज एंड फ्रुक्टोज मिला। तो हम लोग जानते हैं ग्लूकोज और फ्रुक्टोज को जाइमेज ने इथाइल अल्कोहल में कन्वर्ट करता है ना। तो ये प्रोसेस को क्या बोलते हैं, कन्वर्सन ऑफ शुगर टू अल्कोहल इज कॉल्ड एज ए व्हाट, फर्मेंटेशन बोल के बताया था ना। सो दिस इज द अल्कोहलिक फर्मेंटेशन, ओके। सो इन अल्कोहलिक fermentation of sugar will get alcohol. Now we'll go to the preparation of phenol, and first one from haloarenes, and this question was more than 2 times in the board examination, okay। How will you convert chlorobenzene to phenol? This is the question in the board examination, okay clear। So chlorobenzene is heated with sodium hydroxide. Chlorobenzene is heated with sodium hydroxide at 623 Kelvin. Sodium at 623 Kelvin under 300 atm pressure gives sodium phenoxide which on acid hydrolysis give phenol. Is benzene is sulfonated with oleum to give benzene sulfonic acid sulfonic acid which on heating with sodium hydroxide followed by acidification gives phenol, okay। So this is the equation. Your benzene is here in number 2, benzene is here. When added, then you will get it benzene sulfonic acid. Benzene sulfonic acid is heated with sodium hydroxide, okay, followed by acidification, then you get one of phenol, clear। So like this one we can prepare phenol from benzene. This one also we can ask, how will you convert benzene to phenol, okay, how will you convert benzene to phenol, clear। Here we write the benzene, phenol like that. Now next is from benzene means that from diazonium salt. Diazonium salt means N2Cl, N2X बोले से होगा. Okay, if N2X is there, then we call as a, means that N double bond N रहना है, N double bond N रहना है, then it is called as a diazonium salt बोलते हैं. समझ में ना? So the second one is in the third the second figure is of diazonium salt, क्योंकि N2 प्लस हो गया, माइनस और प्लस माइनस होने से क्या बोलता है? सोल्ट बोलता है ना. तो ये सोल्ट है, डायजोनियम सोल्ट है. ये डायजोनियम सोल्ट कैसा बनाता है बोलने से, आपका एरोमेटिक एमिन्स ले लो. दिस इज एरोमेटिक एमिन्स. ओके, क्या है? एनिलीन बोलते हैं उसको, एनिलीन बोलते हैं. बेंजीन रिंग में NH2 डालने से एनिलीन बोलते हैं. ओके, तो एनिलीन जो है आपका नाइट्रस एसिड के साथ ये करो, ये फूमिंग नाइट्रिक एसिड बोलता है, बोला था ना. फूमिंग नाइट्रिक एसिड के साथ हीट करो अप टू 273 to 278 Kelvin. Then you will get it benzene diazonium chloride मिलेगा. Okay, this benzene diazonium chloride when undergo hydrolysis, okay, then you will get phenol, nitrogen and the HCl. Clear? So like this one we can prepare your phenol from aromatic amines. Next is from cumins. Okay, from cumin. Phenol is manufactured from hydrocarbon, that is cumin. Phenol is manufactured from cumin. Within bracket you can write it isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene को हम लोग क्या बोलता है? क्यूमिन बोलता है. ओके, by oxidation in presence of air, air, okay, to get cumin hydroperoxide. Okay, which on converted into phenol, converted into phenol and acetone by treating with dilute acid. Okay, clear? तो फर्स्ट में क्यूमिन हो गया. क्यूमिन मीन्स क्या है? बेंजीन रिंग में CH3 2 times. ओके, तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? क्यूमिन बोलते हैं. तो क्यूमिन में O2 डाल दिया. O2 डालने से O2 डायरेक्ट डालो, क्या हो गया? एक आइस है बेंजीन रिंग का ऊपर वाला कार्बन में, है कि नहीं? तो दो ऑक्सीजन डालने से क्या गया? O आइस आ गया, है कि नहीं? तो O आइस से हम लोग वाटर डालने के समय में तो इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ एसिड बोला था ना, तो क्या हो गया? फिनॉल में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. तो एक जो पार्ट जो है, ये पार्ट जो है, ये CH3COCH3 चला जाएगा. समझ में ना? CH3COCH3 चला गया. तो एक पार्ट में बेंजीन के साथ OH रह गया. क्लियर? तो एक में क्या बोलता है? फेनॉल, एक में एसीटोन बोलता है. ओके, क्लियर? In text question this 11.4 and 11.5, you try to practice it. This is important for the final examination. Physical properties of alcohol. Lower alcohol are colorless liquid, and from C5 to C11 are oily liquids, whereas higher members are waxy solid. Why? Your answer is that in case of lower alcohol, the van der Waals force is less. Okay, thereby it will behave as a liquid. When the number of carbon atom increases, then van der Waals force also increase, and that changes into oily liquid. Then what? Higher members are solid because of high van der Waals force of attraction. Okay. The hydroxyl group in alcohol can form hydrogen bond with water. Thus, alcohols are soluble in water. So we can ask why alcohols are soluble in water, although they are of organic compounds. This is answer. As in the answer, I have already told that alcohol can form hydrogen bond with water. So due to the possibility to form hydrogen bond with water, alcohols are soluble in water. Now, lower alcohols are soluble in water, but higher alcohols are insoluble in water. Why? This question also may arise. Here the answer is like this one. Now, in the case of higher alcohols, there is an increase of molecular mass which increase the van der Waals force. So in case of organic solution, we follow the rule as like solute, like solvent. That means the force in the solute which should be equal to the force in solutions. But here, due to in higher alcohols, the van der Waals force is more than the van der Waals force which is there in case of water. So due to the difference of the force, these lower are soluble in water, whereas higher are insoluble in water. Okay. Now we'll see the third point. In the third point, the boiling point of alkanes are higher than expected because of presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding in the polar molecules. That is, the boiling point decrease in the order of primary is greater than secondary, which is greater than tertiary, as the van der Waals force of attractions decrease. The boiling point of alcohol and phenols increase with increase in the number of carbon atom. Okay, why? This is because number of carbon atom increase means that there should be increase in the van der Waals force. Okay, in alcohol, the boiling point decrease with increase in branching in the carbon chain. This is because increase of the branching decrease the surface area. Increase in branching decrease the surface area, which decrease the van der Waals force. Okay, clear? So if branching increase, then what? Solubility gradually decreases. Okay, so here also we can ask, compare the boiling point of the following alcohol like that questions. Clear? So what branching gradually increase in the different figures, then you need to understand that if branching increase means automatically solubility means the boiling point decreases. Okay, clear? So like this, or we may increase the number of carbon atom. Okay, and if number of carbon atom increase means what I say, this boiling point increases. Okay, clear? This is what about the boiling point of alcohol and the phenols. Clear? Now again, the boiling point of alcohol and phenols are higher in comparison to the hydrocarbons, ether, haloalkane or haloarenes of the comparable mass. Okay, मोलिकुलर मास ऑलमोस्ट सेम होना है, तो बॉइलिंग पॉइंट कंपेयर करना है, तो किसने ज़्यादा होगा बोला? अल्कोहल और फेनोल ने ज़्यादा होगा. किससे? हाइड्रोकार्बन से और ईथर से और हेलोअल्केन और हेलोएरिन से. ओके, क्लियर? सो दिस इज बिकॉज what we have, this is because of your intermolecular force of attraction. आपका you need to explain through one intermolecular force of attraction. Okay, so you can see these different questions. In this given examples, what we have: ethanol, there is alcohol, methoxymethyl, this is ether, and another one, that is your propane. So the propane which is of hydrocarbons. Now we have alcohol and your ether and your hydrocarbons. Now alcohol have higher boiling point than this ether, and ether have higher boiling point than this hydrocarbons. The higher boiling point of alcohol is mainly due to the presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding in them. Okay, due to lack of hydrogen bonding, and this your hydrocarbons will have lower boiling point than alcohol. For today, we will discuss up to this solubility. As solubility in number 2 of the physical properties of alcohol, we have already discussed. Is solubility of alcohol and phenols in water is due to the ability to form hydrogen bonding with water molecules, and again solubility decreases with increase in the size of the alkyl or aryl groups due to the increase of alkyl or aryl group van der Waals increases, which does not follow the like solute like solvent, as I already told. And this example, that is on 11.3, to compare the boiling point, which was already in the board examination. Up to this you will see it, and for today up to this only we'll discuss. In the next video we'll discuss about the chemical reactions of alcohol. Thank you.